Derp, burp, burp, derp. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Derp, burp, derp, derp, ba. Ta-da! I'm probably overly excited about this new block I found. I've been playing this game for a very long time. Well, I played it for like a year, then like took a year, 10 years off, and then started playing it again. But, anyways, I found something that I've watched hours worth of tutorials I have never ever come across. You'll notice the magic behind me. Do you see the square, the cubes? The cubes. It's all confined. There's nothing around it. Or is there? Okay, let's get into our thing. So if we type in slash give dingo barrier. Yes. Look at that. Clear blocks. And clear is my favorite color ever. This I'm completely considering a decoration block. Sometimes it takes a second for it to degenerate itself. I'm calling this a decoration block, and it's something special that you could give to people on your server. And it's also something special you can play around with if you're in creative mode, because you have to be in creative mode in order to see it. If we go into survival mode slash survival, well, it takes a second for a despawn. Survival mode, you cannot see them, and also you cannot break them. I have sat here, I have op privileges right now, and I have sat here for a very long time with a high-end diamond pickaxe, and it does not ever break. It's a very, very interesting way to set something that doesn't require world guard regions or anything else like that in order to stop people from trying to break something really cool or yeah, stop them from going somewhere. And it is something here. Let's go back in creative. It is something that is completely placeable by world edit also. So if we do set barrier, bam, and just like that, it's an invisible barrier. Here, let's deselect decel. You could see it highlighted here as the wireframes, but if you try to walk in here, you cannot walk in here. Another cool thing is if, oh, see, I selected it, and now you can see where it placed. This image right here maintains on picture frame. So now you can have circles inside of your items frame to tell you, hey, don't go that way. Maybe you want to pretend it's a steering wheel. Maybe it's like your trash bin or something like that. But it's really cool. So over here, I place a line of them, and you now have a invisible bridge that is holding back the lava and the water, which I think is pretty cool. If we're to go here and expand on this some, I don't know where those came from. It takes a minute when you break them for it to actually disappear, but you can see there are some blocks up there. So if you want to do the Harry Potter floating torch thing, if you wanted to do lanterns, but you didn't want something gaudy to hang it from, you can now just have floating lanterns. If you wanted to take a train across the top, you can, and it's completely invisible unless you have the item inside of your item selection thingy, whatever you want to call it. Something unique about this also is fences and fence-like items do not stick to it, so you don't have that little thing pushing into it. The barrier also works against animals like any other block. It has to be too high, but then you can actually see your animals, and your animals can't get out without having to create an NPC or anything else like that, which I think is pretty cool. While we're up here, just like any other block, you cannot place a minecart on it, but the trick if you want a floating minecart is place rail down, place a minecart on the rail, then sneak under here to the little piece of rail sliver wireframe thing, break that, and it'll sit. And now we have TNT just sitting there floating in the air. And I completely consider this a decoration block because now everything looks really cool. And I did not install anything to get this. Again, this is just Java 15.152. If you notice here, I'm walking up invisible stairs. There's nothing there, but it treats it. I'm terrible at walking around in this mode, so I'm not going to do this for very long. Yeah. Let's see, where are they? Ah, there it is. Okay. So let's get rid of it. Come on, disappear. And do, 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 do. And just like that, you have invisible stairs there, which I think is really, really cool. The next thing that's really cool about this is if we take some of this and, well, there's already some right there. Pistons cannot push it. So let's swap out some of our stuff here. We'll do a torch instead. We'll do that instead. We'll do that instead. Oh, ooh, birch pressure plates. That's fancy. I don't like orange. We'll do blue instead. Signs. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we want to put a sign up, we could just select here, ONYX. And now you have a floating sign without a stick, which is, again, really, really cool. If you break the block behind it, of course, disappears just like a normal sign would. And hooray, that's how you make obsidian, by the way. Putting a block back here, and let's just put one there for good measure. If we, oh yeah, let me go into my other part of this. Okay, so there's an invisible block, right? But you can still have redstone on it, and it still will end up passing a redstone signal through the invisible block. I don't know why you need to pass a redstone signal through an invisible block, but it is there for you to do. You can also attach other things to blocks, and they pass the redstone signal through it once again. If we, found that staircase. If we take that off and we switch this to a lever, wrong way. Switch that to a lever, you now have a floating lever. Again, I don't know what you need to do this for, but it's really, really cool. Let's get rid of the lever. Let's get rid of that block. Maybe it's just decoration. Because who likes floating buttons? I like floating buttons. Something like this could possibly be used in a line like this, and then, like, let's say you had like some sort of machine gun over there, something like that, or so it would look like it's firing bullets. It's you know, we're playing with blocks here, so I don't know. Use your imagination, because we can also do other stuff to it. So we now have a freestanding ladder. So you don't have to put glass behind it. You don't have to put anything. The ladder is just freestanding. Something like that could also potentially be used for decoration if we get rid of all these things around here. Okay, and block. And and I don't know, stick this down. So as you can see, it's powering the invisible block. The invisible block has ladders, which makes something cool, and there's a piston on top, which makes for a very, very cool design. And then there, you now have a new type of lamp design to consider whenever you're hanging stuff. It's a very cool block, and you cannot jump in it. You can't ruin it. So just like the same bridge concept, I made one over here somewhere, and I was hoping to just fly into it. Oh, there it is. There we go. So this could be useful if you're trying to do a parkour thing, if you want to do an Indiana Jones leap of faith kind of thing. And again, I am just floating in the air without fly on. Well, not floating. I guess I'm standing on something. And just like the other blocks, if you hold down shift, you will not fall off the edge. And that's another thing that's really, 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 really cool. But let's say you have a parkour thing, but you want to fake them out and make them think it's some sort of impossible jump. Well, they could actually just walk right over to it. And then you also have the decoration aspect of another floating blue carpet thing. So carpet does end up sticking to it. Pressure plates end up sticking to it. Paintings. Ooh, let's do a painting. Actually, I haven't done a painting yet. Let's see if this works. Well, I want to be the same painting. Interesting. Ah, there it goes. That one connected. Very interesting. There it is. So you could place paintings, and now you have paintings on an invisible wall. The back side of it looks like it's oak-ish. I'm going to call that oak. And then the front side, you just have your floating paintings. And I don't... Yeah, I left one up here. So there you have it. Floating paintings. You have... I guess I destroyed that cube. You can make a cube of lava. You can make towers and pillars of lava or water. You could do so many different cool things with this, and all of a sudden it's just magical. And yeah, that's magic right there. Magic. All right, well, thank you for joining me on Idiot Proof, and I hope this helps you make some really cool stuff. Please post in the comments cool ideas that you could do using this stuff, because this is just stuff I found in like the past like 10 minutes. So yeah, thanks for joining. Okay, bye.